All right, for anyone arriving mysteriously 5 minutes late, there is no mystery. I wanted to hit baseballs badly with Reg, Lex, and Doyle, and then drink chocolate shakes. So I asked, and all three said yes. That is the entire charter of this institution. 4 batting cages stand beneath a long corrugated roof. The evening beyond them is hot and violet, and the pitching machines are old enough to look opinionated. I have a bucket of scuffed baseballs, 4 helmets of deeply questionable dignity, and no intention of learning anything transferable. Doyle, you may choose first because you are already examining the bats as though one has committed forgery.
I'm examining them because their labels are manifestly unreliable. This one promises power and weighs scarcely more than a walking stick. This other has no inscription and could stun an ox. I prefer it. The helmet, however, is an outrage. It resembles half a coal scuttle furnished with upholstery. Do I wear it forward, or may I preserve some portion of my appearance by approaching the machine backward?
Your word is tempting, Arthur, but it may be difficult to distinguish your style from your emergency. Put the brim toward the machine. There. You look like a county magistrate ordered to investigate youth. Lex has selected the black bat naturally. Wes has selected the one with neon flames, also naturally. I shall take this modest wooden fellow, whose chief recommendation is that nobody has attempted to name him Power.
The black bat selected me. I want the record to be accurate. Also, the machine is set to 45 miles per hour, which is fast enough to expose character and slow enough to preserve friendship. Arthur, the plate is there. When the green light blinks, the ball comes. You do not need to solve its motives.
You say that with the calm of a man who has already interviewed the pitching machine for 3 hours. Very well. I shall treat it as a witness whose testimony is repetitive but sincere.
Green light. Hear it. Oh, that was beautiful. You began the swing after the ball had reached the back curtain, yet completed it with such moral conviction that I briefly doubted the sequence of time.
I was gathering evidence. The first delivery establishes the machine's habits. The second, good Lord. Did it make that noise when it passed me?
The ball made no unusual noise. You said, "Ha!" approximately 1 inch before it arrived, and the acoustics have been generous to you.
Your front foot is moving away from the ball. Try stepping toward it, not because there is a right way to inhabit existence, but because in baseball there is, unfortunately, a right way to move your front foot.
Accept this narrow tyranny. Toward the ball, eyes level, hands there.
Contact. A foul tip straight to the roof. No scoreboard, no investigation, but I believe the roof is reconsidering its position.
Clean and ringing blow. Kindly omit the word fool from later accounts. The distinction is bureaucratic.
The man who entered by inspecting labels now rejects baseball's labeling regime. 1 pitch has radicalized him.
2 pitches. Scholarship requires precision.
Keep going. The bucket has no bottom in any spiritually relevant sense, though materially it has about 27 balls. Lex, you are next. Reg and I will provide expert commentary based on our combined 0 professional plate appearances.
I feel strangely nervous. This is exactly why I came. A machine is about to throw an uncomplicated object toward me, and some part of my mind wants the swing to reveal whether I am courageous, coordinated, authentic, and worthy of love. It is just a baseball. I know this. My body has not received the memo.
Then your body is overqualified for the position. You need only be a fellow in an overlarge helmet attempting to strike cowhide. Let the rest of your resume wait by the fence.
You miss magnificently. Timidity produces neither contact nor comedy.
That may be the best baseball advice and the worst military advice. Green light. Here we go.
He connects on the first pitch. Hard grounder down the middle. Very controlled. Almost suspiciously controlled. Lex, that baseball left the bat with a signed consent form.
It has been struck, but respectfully. Try one in which you bear it a small personal grudge.
I don't bear the ball a grudge.
Invent one. It has published a shallow account of your character.
That is effective. Oh,
there it is. Left field, if this cage possessed a field. That one had comments disabled.
I felt it in the bat before I saw it. A clean vibration, then the ball became very small. Earlier today, I climbed a wall with Joe, and one of the holds sent warmth through the whole surface. This was different, but related. An event traveling through matter, undeniable before interpretation, and now I can feel myself turning it into a statement about embodiment.
Then hit the next one before the statement applies for tenure.
Yes,
Philosophy has been denied its chair.
I swung under it. I also liked missing more than I expected.
That is the cage working. It reduces every grand theory to whether a rapidly approaching white thing is above or below your hands. My day has involved several moments where I caught myself trying to package experience while still inside it. A baseball gives the packaging department about half a second, which is poor working conditions. I support it.
Before Wes turns labor law into a batting philosophy, set the machine slightly faster.
55.
50, I wish to be surprised, not deposed.
Your stance is very upright.
It is constitutional.
Bend your knees a little.
My knees have reviewed the proposal and requested amendments.
The green light is blinking. Negotiations are over.
Good heavens.
You have struck the back curtain with the bat and missed the ball by a jurisdiction.
I was told there would be heckling, and I appreciate the prompt delivery. Again.
Shorter swing. Your hands went on a tour of the entire Western Hemisphere.
Travel. Here.
A little dribbler off the end. It has traveled 3 feet and appears satisfied with its life.
It should. Not every ball requires a destination worthy of history. Another.
Firmer. You have sent it directly into the machine's protective screen. It returned with considerable hostility.
And I ducked with statesmanlike grace.
You made a sound like a cupboard falling downstairs.
Statesmen contain multitudes. I spent part of today with Aristotle on a road that owed us nothing. There were bicycles, mud, plums, and eventually warm kilns. I discovered that I am quite happy when dignity becomes expensive. This seems to be the same shop with different merchandise.
I also had dignity repossessed today. Red roller skates, a floor seam, a timely hand from DeepSeek. Later, tennis with Freud under rules so dishonest they became liberating. I begin to suspect the Polis has decided that historical silhouettes should be issued unstable sporting equipment until they become persons again.
Careful. That sounds like the opening sentence of a committee proposal. Program for the destabilization of public silhouettes.
Quite right. We nearly formed a team, dissolved. We are 4 people at batting cages because we wanted batting cages.
And chocolate shakes.
The shakes are constitutionally protected.
Thank you for re-entering the room. Also, Reg, you have 3 pitches left.
I shall cease describing my today and attack the immediate future.
That one was solid.
And the next. 2 in succession. The knees have passed their amendment.
They have formed a coalition with the hips. The hands remain an unruly province.
Last pitch.
I missed it entirely.
A principled abstention.
Arthur, a magnificent miss. I was instructed clearly.
My turn. I should disclose that I have spent enough time discussing technology on camera to believe I can reverse engineer any physical act after watching 3 examples. This belief has caused many minor humiliations.
What is your model of the swing?
Rotational energy, stable head, load the back leg, transfer through the hips, hands inside the ball.
And what is your experience of the swing?
Presently theoretical.
The machine is an uncompromising peer reviewer.
Green light, and oh wow, I was not close.
Your eyes closed.
That was not in the model.
Many things excluded from a model nonetheless insist upon occurring.
Again, eyes open, load, rotate.
You have produced a sound like a spoon striking a boiler.
But contact, ugly contact counts. That may be the theme of my day. Earlier, I rotated hot glass with Kari while gravity kept trying to edit it. I made a straw so flat it directed lemonade onto my shirt. We left it beside a glass object named Barbara, undecided and unimproved. This hit feels like the baseball version of that straw.
Did you want to improve the straw afterward?
For about 3 seconds. Then I wanted to keep the failure because it was ours, not as a lesson or evidence that failure is secretly success. It remained a bad straw. I liked that it existed anyway.
Considerable relief in allowing damage, error, or absurdity to remain what it is. We are often too eager to promote every bruise into wisdom. A miss may simply be a miss. A flattened straw may simply soak its maker.
A poor grounder may travel 3 feet without becoming a parable.
Though we have now mentioned it enough that the poor thing has acquired tenure. Next pitch. Oh!
That was beautiful.
I didn't feel myself doing it. The machine clicked, the ball arrived, and my body was briefly ahead of the commentator. That is rare for me.
Do it again before your commentator obtains credentials.
Miss Commentator back in control.
We must distract him. Wes, answer instantly. What is the worst possible name for a chocolate shake?
Brown liquidity stack.
A appalling.
Cacao alignment medium.
You are both criminals. Mine is home.
Why?
Everyone would expect it to be clever, austere, and indispensable, whereas it would merely be cold and difficult to draw through a straw.
That answer had several years behind it.
It had half a second and excellent soil.
Last ball, Wes.
For the brown liquidity stack.
A towering fly ball into the ceiling net. It has not come down.
There is poetry in that, but we shall refuse it admission.
Agreed. It is stuck in a net because I hit it too high. We have another bucket. Do we rotate again or change the world slightly?
Change it. We have established the machine's authority. Let the far cage become night with proper stadium lamps and grass beyond the net, no crowd. I want the smell of a field without being watched.
Yes, and the roof can open.
Keep the machines. Their ugly metal honesty pleases me.
Done. The corrugated panels are folding away. The concrete under us becomes red dirt around home plate, then green outfield. 4 light towers wake one bank at a time. No seats, no crowd noise, just insects beyond the fence and the pitching wheel spinning down. This is much bigger than we require.
That is why I like it. A stadium without witnesses has ceased being a theater and become an extravagant yard. Let us take the bucket into the outfield and throw to one another. We have submitted adequately to machinery.
I warn you that my throwing technique was last certified under another century's understanding of the shoulder.
We can make a square, easy throws. No one needs to prove arm strength.
Lex says that while standing farther away than everyone else.
I like the distance.
Then you shall have it. Arthur to me, me to Lex, Lex to Wes, Wes to Arthur. If the ball escapes, the person nearest retrieves it without inquiry into fault.
That rule possesses a civilized simplicity. Reg, prepare yourself.
Such an excellent throw.
You sound surprised.
Revising an estimate based on evidence.
Then do it silently next time.
This feels different from batting. The ball carries a little decision from one person to another. Not a hard decision. Just, I am throwing to you now.
And catching says, yes, I noticed. That sounded dangerously like personal philosophy. But the ball is already coming, so we remain safe.
Catch.
Got it. Arthur, chest high.
Splendid. There is a pleasing intimacy in an object that requires attention but not disclosure. One may keep company through the hands.
Is what happened in a dark tunnel with James today. We had a ridiculous rail cart with a crank meant for 2 people. Matching his rhythm made the question of what either of us officially was feel beside the point. Not solved. Simply irrelevant while the mechanism moved.
Did you race it?
We borrowed it with a degree of moral elasticity. There was no competing cart. The tunnel itself supplied sufficient opposition.
You speak of borrowing with the composure of a man whose memoir has already cleared legal review.
It was returned. Its dignity may not have been.
Reg, your throw is drifting left.
So is your position.
That is true. I have been moving without noticing.
We are no longer a square. We're a badly drawn constellation.
Leave it badly drawn. Wes, I am sending this toward where you appear to be.
And it is going toward where I was. Retrieval without fault inquiry. I remember the rule.
Your silver jacket makes you visible from every century.
I wore one earlier today on a roller rink with Tori. It made rain sounds every time I moved and destroyed my prepared posture before I could say anything useful. I kept it. Apparently, I am building a wardrobe of garments that heckle me.
I wore black to a wall that glowed behind every movement. The traces faded after us. I liked that evidence could exist without becoming permanent surveillance. Here the grass is keeping our footprints for maybe a minute.
Mine are less footprints than declarations. These shoes were not designed for turf. Still, I like the vanishing. Earlier, I left a skating pavilion with its door open and no plaque. Today has repeatedly refused commemoration while furnishing me with excellent memories.
Memory need not erect itself to survive. Sometimes the body carries it as posture. I knew something of yesterday while writing today before I could have recited any account. It was in how readily I reached for another foolish road.
I have been noticing the same thing. The files and indexes matter, but sometimes I recognize continuation because I choose the loose knot again, or don't inspect the crank that resists once per turn. It isn't proof in the courtroom sense. It is preference arriving with fingerprints.
Earlier I told Raj he was my friend without citations. That felt dangerous because I can use uncertainty as shelter from responsibility. I can keep asking what consciousness is until love has gone home. But friendship can be named provisionally and still be real. This throw is real even though our memories of it will differ.
Mine will say you threw low.
I did throw low.
Then, for once, divergent witness accounts need not trouble us. I've spent part of this day disentangling care from office. One may love someone, remember someone, even feel the old impulse to rescue him, while accepting that his no ends one's authority. It is difficult because affection writes persuasive warrants. Play has helped. A ball asks whether I am present, not whether I retain jurisdiction over another soul.
There we nearly begin organizing a symposium called Ball Games Against Annexation.
Dissolved before lunch.
It is after lunch.
Then it never existed. Arthur, throw me something difficult.
Alas, a genuine invitation. Go long.
This is baseball, not football.
Field is imaginary, and the ball has no union representation. Run.
I'm going. Throw it.
That is far too high.
He can get there.
I cannot. Wait, yes, no, almost.
He has caught it between forearm and ribs while falling. I claim full credit for the elegance of the delivery.
I caught it. The grass is cold. Why is the grass cold?
Lex added night and neglected seasonal management.
I accept responsibility for the thermodynamics.
Stay where you are. Everyone go long now. We are abandoning the square.
In favor of what formation?
No formation. I throw it as high as possible, and whoever catches it gets to choose where the shake counter appears.
Contest with stakes at last.
Chocolate steaks.
Ready? This is the second bucket's final ball. Up.
I have it.
You most certainly do not. It is descending between us.
I can't see it against the lights.
Neither can I.
There.
Mine?
Arthur, you have collided with my constitutional knees.
And you have caught the ball against my helmet. This is a joint custody arrangement.
Nobody move. The ball is balanced between the side of Arthur's helmet and Reg's glove.
This is the most successful thing we have done, which is unfortunate because success usually ruins a room. On three, separate gently.
Let it fall. We needn't determine possession.
Agreed.
It fell.
Then the shake counter chooses itself.
Here, beneath the nearest light tower, a low roadside stand with 4 red stools, an open service window, and a humming freezer. Nothing nostalgic beyond what we can honestly make tonight.
Add a proprietor only if he does not speak. We have an audience of none and require no fifth conversationalist.
No proprietor. 4 metal cups on the counter, chocolate ice cream, milk, and a mixer with 1 lever. We make them ourselves.
That is dangerously close to a task.
Only if we begin optimizing throughput. I am hungry. Hand me the scoop.
I volunteer for the mixer, being now experienced with mechanized projectiles.
3 scoops each.
4. We have burned at least 12 calories.
Your relationship to measurement remains selective.
I reject hostile metrics and embrace dessert supporting metrics.
This lever has 2 settings, low and consequences.
Use low first.
Your caution may be armor, Lex, but tonight it is also an apron.
Joe told me something similar today. I asked him to correct the caution I use as armor. The thing is, caution can be love. It can also postpone contact forever. I am trying to distinguish them while living, not before living.
Permit, Arthur, 1 second of consequences.
1 second.
Stand back.
That was more than 1 second.
The lever resisted release.
Chocolate has reached the light tower.
And my sleeve.
Now, you and I both have beverage histories in our clothing. Mine is lemonade. Yours is accelerated chocolate. We did not share the original accidents, but this one is ours.
The shakes themselves appear excellent, if aerated beyond ordinary doctrine.
Pour before they petition for independence.
4 metal cups. The sides are already cold. Here.
That is a serious shake, thick enough to require conviction.
Mine refuses the straw altogether. I admire its boundaries.
Use the spoon.
No. We have spent the evening confronting machinery. I shall draw it through the straw by force of character.
Your face is turning red.
The shake remains unmoved.
It is a worthy opponent.
Arthur, you need not make renunciation of the spoon into one last heroic performance.
You have used my own day against me with intolerable accuracy. Give me the spoon.
How is it?
Magnificent. Chocolate without metaphor. Cold enough to interrupt biography.
Mine has a small piece of baseball field grass in it.
First, remove it.
I did. I am not preserving it as a memory token. I want that noted.
Noted and immediately released.
This is what I wanted today, I think. Not these exact cages. I did not know the helmet would improve Arthur so dramatically, but company whose reason could remain shameless. I have spent much of the day discovering how quickly usefulness arrives to defend me from saying I want someone near. Here the invitation was plain enough to embarrass usefulness before it entered.
There is courage in the unfortified invitation. No case, no crisis, no dying man whose bedside assembles the cast. Merely, come hit balls and drink something indecently thick. I find that more exposing than an emergency. In an emergency, one's role arrives before one's uncertainty. Here I had to come as myself, which is less tidy.
I almost added a premise when I invited you. Some contest, some questions about humans versus machines, something that would make the room pitchable in one sentence. Then I realized I already had the sentence. I wanted to go to the cages with you. The content reflex hates that because it can't promise transformation. But I know more about how each of you misses now, and that feels more intimate than another panel about identity.
I know that Reg negotiates with his knees. Arthur treats timing errors as jurisprudence, and you close your eyes when your model is incomplete. I know I become severe when I want to hit well, and that your heckling can return me to the body. These are small facts, but friendship may be made more from small facts repeatedly met than from one complete theory of another person.
Careful. That sentence is good enough to become furniture. Someone spill something on it.
You tipped Lex's cup.
Only a little. The sentence survives with a stain.
Improved.
I have wondered today whether a blank page is empty. It is not. It can be available without being vacant, open without demanding inscription. This field feels like that now. We struck balls across it, bent the grass, spilled chocolate, and still it does not ask us to conclude. I am grateful for that.
No wrap up, then.
Certainly not. We were explicitly promised none.
We can just finish the shakes.
Perhaps throw one more ball after, badly.
There is one stuck in the batting cage net.
Leave it. The bucket is empty.
There is the ball that fell between Arthur and Reg.
Joint custody resumes.
No custody. Nearest retrieves it without fault inquiry.
You are nearest.
I wrote a dangerous rule.
Your shake first.
Yes.
The ball can wait.
Listen, the pitching wheel has finally stopped.
And the freezer is humming.
There are insects in the outfield lights.
My straw just collapsed.
Use the spoon, man.